what are programming languages? Like, because people hear, okay, programming languages, C++, Python, Java, JavaScript. Like, what is that exactly?
Okay, my best explanation of this is when it comes to software engineering, software development, there's two very important aspects to this. One is logic, just understanding logic. If this happens, then this is happening. Okay. If this is true, then this is false. So that's just basic logic. And then you have the programming languages, Python, C++, Java. These languages are like spoken language. It's like English, it's like Spanish, it's like Italian. You learn a language, you learn how to speak that language, and then you use it to complete a task. If I know English and I'm trying to teach a class or even do a podcast, I know the certain way that I need to speak, the certain way, words that I need to use, or how to articulate certain things. It's the exact same thing if I was using Python to program a robot to automate a warehouse. Mm-hmm. I know how to use it, I know how to manipulate it, and I just speak that language.
So why are there, and this is actually a real question for me, why are there different languages? Like, why is there not just C++? Because I see developers saying, oh, like I do things in this language, or I do things in that language. Why have there even been other languages? And I see people saying that a certain language is like a certain programming language is superior to another. And I know Python is ridiculously popular, and that's usually the main one I see people talking about as if it's superior above everything else. But why, after the first programming language was created, like why were other languages created? Why not just have one language and program and create things off that one language?
Well, one is because technology is always changing. Okay. So a language that was used to help create the internet from DARPA, is it going to be used today for artificial intelligence or machine learning for something like ChatGPT? Yeah. Right? And so language is always changing, just like technology is always changing. Python is actually an old language. I mean, it's relatively new compared to some languages. Yeah. But this is before 2000s that this language was created.
Yeah. I didn't know Python was that old. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it just keeps getting developed. It gets better and better. And if you use something like C++, this might be good for, time on this type of program where it runs faster or it processes faster. But if I'm trying to do web scraping or like just automate something really fast, like sending out automated emails, I might want to use Python.
So, all right, so I'm listening to this, and let me ask you this. Tell me if I'm crazy or if this makes sense. So the way I'm thinking of this, as you're explaining, you're doing a really good job explaining this. The way I'm kind of thinking about it is that there's a person, like let's say there's a person that's bilingual. I live in Miami now, and there are a lot of people that are bilingual. And everybody keeps telling me I need to learn Spanish. I'm going to have to learn at some point. But I low-key think there's about to be some technology that's going to come out to where you'll be able to know everybody's language. Everybody can understand each other. So that's why I don't want to... That's my lazy excuse for not learning Spanish. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But anyway, so the way I'm thinking about it is, okay, someone who's bilingual or trilingual, and they are trying to explain something, but then they realize there's not a word for that in English.
That's true. Yeah.
So then because of that, they're like, okay, I have to use this other word to explain this to you in order to get my point across. And sometimes you'll see someone who, like, Eric's wife, she's Dominican, and I don't even know why I brought that up. Soy Dominicano. Soy Dominicano. And what'd you say? Soy Dominicano también. Don't call me Poppy, Eric. I'm not playing. We keep saying we need to get Eric a mic, but we'll probably be cutting up too much during the interviews. So let us know, y'all, in the comments if y'all think we should give Eric a mic and stuff, or if y'all ready for that cutting up. So, so the way that I'm kind of thinking about it is, so a person trying to use language where maybe they're talking to another person that's bilingual, and they'll be, and I've seen it, I'm sure you've seen it as well, where they'll be speaking English and then they'll flip over to Spanish, or they'll be speaking Spanglish because they realize, okay, I don't know that word in English, or I don't know that word in Spanish, so I'll have to jump languages to get the point across. Yep, would you say that there's like some similarity in that, where it's like, okay, a person might be doing something in C or C++, and then they'll realize, this is a bit complicated doing it in this language, so I might need to use a different programming language.
That's exactly what it is. Some languages are built specifically for a specific task.
Yeah.
Also, like MATLAB, that's used for math, plotting graphs, data analytics, things like that. So that's built out for those tasks. You know, my wife, she's Chamorro from Guam, so she throws out words every now and then that I've never heard of, but she speaks perfect English, but she throws out the words because that's just the best way to explain what it is she's trying to convey at that moment. So